Yeah, you're good. We are all geared up here. Got the side-by-side unloaded. Got our packs loaded down. We're gonna head out in search of some bald faces that we can glass up and see if maybe we can come across some elk sheds. But we'll keep you updated. Hopefully we don't get too stuck. Trying to get some south-facing slopes we can glass. You can move an inch, you can move a mile. Time loading up, headed to a different spot. We keep getting snowed out. Every direction we try to get into, it's just too much snow still. Finally got down to some lower elevation. We've been hanging out at like 4,200 foot. There's just been way too much snow. So we pulled out and we dropped down to 3,400 feet. And now we're down here some big open country. We're just glassing and gridding out some of these hillsides, following up some of the elk trails at the draws, and hoping that we can stumble across something. But we're seeing some elk sign, but I'm afraid that most of it's from a little earlier on before they started dropping. But I'm hoping that there's still some hanging out up here. Maybe we can come across some of them. But I'll keep you updated, and hopefully we come across the nice shed to get the camera on. In case you guys wanted an idea of what we're looking at here, just a bunch of big open country, public land. Just glassing, gridding all that out. Well guys, unfortunately we just gridded that all out and didn't see anything. One possible white deer shed down in there, but I don't think it's worth going over to it. Definitely don't want to drop that much elevation, but we're gonna head in further, and hopefully we can get into some more country to glass up, and maybe get on where they're coming up and down to get water. So keep you guys updated. Alright guys, we're on a north facing side here. We got, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a couple deer down there I just jumped. I'm getting down here in some of this brushy stuff. Hoping we can turn something up. It's looking pretty good. Of course we got all these breaks down here that we can glass. So I'm hoping getting down here I can find where these guys have been. Looks like they're getting some sign. Not super fresh, but that's okay. It's better than what we've been on all day. So there's that deer. But yeah, we got starting to get in some old beds and whatnot, so I think we're on to something. Just hammering this stuff. Lots and lots of deer sign. Definitely looks pretty good. I feel like there's got to be some browns on the ground. Hopefully some hard whites. They clearly have wintered here, because even though it's north facing, we're pretty low elevation. I think we're down to like 3,200 right here, 3,100. Not far off the valley floor. Lots of deer I've jumped. Quite a few. Can't tell if any of them are shed bucks. I didn't put the glass on them. But they've definitely been hanging out in here. Lots of sign, lots of beds. So I know they're in here, just gotta make the right path, come across one. But I wanted to talk to you guys about boots. I've been wearing some Kenetreks now for a few years. The leather on the top's getting pretty beat up. The tread's just about gone, and I'm about due for some new boots. I have a pair of Hoffmans. I don't like the way they fit. Which is a shame. I paid like 500 bucks for them. I want to ask you guys what your thoughts are on what boot you prefer. Is it Hoffman's? Is it Scarpa's? Kenetrek? Danner? Crispy? I mean, I want to know your opinions. You guys can drop that in the comments below, what your go-to boot is for, you know, spring to winter, just kind of an all-around boot. Group of deer over there on that hillside checking me out. Kind of bumped them out of their beds. Walked a few miles zigzagging all this brushy side hill. Let's stop to take a break, talk about what pack I'm using today. I typically pack Horn Hunter full curl system. I like how I can take some of the bags off and make it kind of a day pack, but even empty it's still around 7 pounds, so You know, there's some hunts that I just prefer to take a lighter bag. This is their KUIU 2800. It's a pretty nice day pack. You know, it's not ideal for super long hikes. If I plan on going into an area that I know the elk are and they're dropping and I'm gonna pick up quite a few sheds, probably not gonna carry this. I'll probably take my Horn Hunter, my full curl system. It's just a little better set up for packing sheds out. But this pack is super comfortable. It's super light. I think it's less than 4 pounds. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is. So I throw my tripod in. I have a Vanguard Ultra Pro, pretty heavy. I just sacrifice weight for my tripod because it's just nice to have a sturdy setup with my spotter on it. I have a Vortex Viper, the 15 by 65. So it holds that nicely. It holds my water, my trekking poles, my spotter, my tripod. I've got some snacks in here, some sandwiches, you know, keep me energized. I got my water bottle, and you know, I could fit more. I don't want to carry too much more weight than this, just because with my spotter and my tripod, it's already pretty heavy. But really liking it. The only thing that I could see being an issue is on the back here. It's got an aluminum frame, but there's not a whole lot of ventilation, so my back sweats pretty bad. I just shed a layer. It's pretty warm today because my back was just sweating like crazy. So that's the only downfall I see to it. Other than that, it's super comfortable. It's pretty adjustable. You can adjust the straps here and here as long as a chest strap. This waistband can actually be removed, so you can pull that out and just use it as just a regular backpack. I prefer to leave it in, obviously, especially when I'm carrying some weight. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. This is my first outing after picking it up. So KUIU.com is where it's at. But I also I got a Muley Freak Bino harness. I just took it off so that I could take off some base layers. But super comfortable. Definitely a big fan of it. Thinking about upgrading though, because I've had this one for about 5 years now. I've carried my Vortex Viper 10 by 42s and thinking about upgrading the Bino harness. So I don't know what I'm going to go with. Kind of been looking at the marsupial ones, the Alaskan Guide ones, but I'm just not sure, man. I'm torn on which ones I think will be the best fit for me. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as the Bino harness goes, throw them down in the comments. I'll definitely check them out, consider them. But other than that, that's my pack setup for today. I'm gonna resume pulling out my binos and glassing up some of this stuff around in here. See if maybe I can spot something fresh. But I'll let you guys know what I pick up. Boy, you want to talk about getting catfished. Just glass that up from across there. Looks just like a shed. But that is a shed of a tree branch. I do not think that that's an antler. Much as it looks like one, definitely don't think it is. Probably won't be going over there. Hey guys, I've been glassing and beating feet. Just found a kill. Old spike. Old stinky spike. Broke off. That's crazy. Oh no, he might have got it chewed off. Missed an antler. Something chewed him off and ran off with it. But still brown, got velvet on it. My guess is he was killed probably during rifle season. I don't know that he's quite old enough to be archery, but still got velvet on. Don't think he's new enough to be winter kill. Looks like whatever is chewing on him took off his front jaw so he can't get his ivories out. but I'm gonna leave him there. He's stinky. I don't want to pack that out. So, see what else we come up with. Findings so far. We have absolutely hammered this area. I think it's just a little too low elevation. I think that they winter here, but by the time they start dropping, they're kicking up a little higher. I think we're below them, and the bulls that are dropping are up a ways. But little 4-point rag, chalked out, starting to turn pink. We'll pack it out because it's the first shed of the year. It's my first time coming out, so hopefully it'll get better.